of Rabbi Avram Chaim Naeh. Who's Avram Chaim Naeh? He's the author of the K'tzais HaShulchan, which is a famous sefer learned in many yeshivas. All right, we have a minion. Not time. We're ready when you are. And he's also, but he's better known for his shiurim. Most people go by when we measure how much matzah we're supposed to have on Pesach, what's it considered a kazayas? So he wrote a sefer, he wrote a book called Shiurei Torah, and over there he goes through every type of measurement there is discussed in the Talmud, every type of measurement. And that's who most people go by the shiurim, most people go by the measurements of Rav Chaim Naeh. Now, Rav Chaim Naeh learned in the great yeshiva of the Sdei Chemed. When we were growing up, there was a record we used to have was a choir called Camp Sdei Chemed Choir. But it was named after there was a great scholar, his name who was known as the Sdei Chemed, named after the book he wrote. And so Rav Chaim Naeh was a student of his. So can we make a list of jokes? We get that one. Okay, we'll done. Let's go. It's not Mincha. So Ashley, that's what we're ready for you. Our Hirschel. Everyone voted. Huh? Everyone voted.
إذا سألنا إذا ربي خلاص culture لهم وإن نحن نرفع خيات وديلا من الله إسكال شميرا بألنا دبر خلوص بيم خلوص بيات مخلوق بيكار بشيء خيني من خد بخير خد بيسوا بعد قال بيزون كاري بمرامي شميرا بمرا خلاص ما ما يسمع خشوا خش بيسوا مسنا بيسوا شميرا كل شميرا خلاص ليلا من كبر خلاص شو أصلا بخاطر نخو مصادم میرم به علما بیرامه Baruch Ato Adino, Elohim Levitin Le'Avram Le'Yitzchak V'Le'Yaakov V'Le'Akodi L'Agivim V'Neiro Eliyim V'Chasodim Tevim K'nei Ha'Kev Zechechas Le'Ovis Meviga Livnei V'Neim L'Achmev Yava Melech Yisrael Mashiach Magin Baruch Ato Adino Magin Avram Agivim Le'Lam Adonai Mitzim Atar Le'Yisham Rid Atar Mechaf V'Chaim V'Chazim V'Chaim Meisim V'Yachim V'Rabim Semeich Noizlim V'Rei V'Chaylim Mater Asurim V'Chaim V'Rasi L'Shinach V'Mechamei Chabag Reis V'Videi Melach Melch Mevisim V'Chayim Matviach Yeshua V'Nemanato L'Achais Meisim Baruch Ato Adino V'Chayim Meisim das umlavi le shpino khani mit khokh mo bino das ber khato dinoi khayne in hadas shpino bino das zakh bekavir mo kino bino zakh waqti mit shuva shlema ber khato dinoi hayta bis shuva sakhlan bino ki khato no khaylan mo kini ki fashon ke ate sala khato ber khato dinoi khana ma ma lisla ya no bani very vino galina me hela man shema khato ke khato ber khato dinoi Royal Yisrael Kisi Lasinato Valer Portion Melchamaki Sinu Melchari Feneman Berachman Ato Berechato Dinoi Rebe Haile Amo Yisrael Berechalino Esashana Seis Communis Wassel Simbracha Abni Adam Sabinu Tavacha Berachana Sinu Kashan Motevis Bracha Yo te vi to all very khashani berakata dinai very khashani to come shefer god the khasino so needs to come to continue akhan me aba kan face hard 13 berakata dinai think I was this I am Israel shebet question in kwatkhila فاصل من يقين ما نحن ملخلين وتهدينا البعض فبخسر رحمة تدق ويشبع بركة إناي خيب صداقة مشبع وشنو ما تزك فبخا من بخازل مكرجة يبيد بخا أي في عم خا مهر كريسو ما خسر يشمه سأكرس الشعب اسمعه بسخنية من هي أبي أمين وبركة إناي شر أيدي مخنيا زيد ما زديك ما أخذ زي بعضك نعم خا بيسرائيل Probably toss space safer in Bulgaria to the Golino, Hamunera, Hamakhalina, with Sin Sakar, Table Hobby, Commission Club MS, the Sim Cocaine, Imahim, Elam, Lane, Shkiba Hob, Dr. Katadi, no, Bishon with Daklata, Diki, Rahman Toshu, Visition, Visecha, Kasha, the Battle of David, Abdul Meher, Visecha, talking of Asa. The Cardi be a minimum on a lover, Hatadi, no, Bane, Shalai, Masama, Covid of the Homer, such me after Cardi, turn Bishop Safa, Kili, Shasta, Kivino Kaya, Imber Hatadi, no, Matsmia, Perni, Shua, Shakali, no other Lino, Rahman, Rahim, Makaba Rahman, Veratin, Estifilosino, Kio, Shemet, Velisu, Sakin, Moto, Unofanakamakin, Rikamatino. Yata Shemea Tivasko Weber, Hatadi, no, Shemea, the few lords, Yadra, and Mumhoizo, Viliso, some shave, Hoshiva, Vedali, Visaho, Visha, so Lucio, Mavis, Gabratin, with the Lord Saint Amina Vedas, is around Manchov, Zeno, Nino, the Shiva, the American, Hatadi, no, Amakish, Nasi, the Tia, I did not know, and then I leave with the Lombards, the kind of organization also, they're voting NATO on the top of the Saho, I know to the Lakomani, she's not going to stop on the Saho for you, model, finally for Saho, with his Saho East. Out of Babaika Vitarim, Hatev Kili, Holerakamach, American Kili, Samakasala, Kiba Elam, Kivinola, Kulam is barely ceremony station, Pamakino Tomino Elam Vardo, for Hamino Sala, Yedu Hasala, the Halushim, Hagad Elam Kite, Hoeli Shua Thing of the Sinusala Helata, Ibarakata, you know, I take Shimpa, Lukhana, the Haida, Shalom Table Rafa. Chaim Plain Mochas Rachmi Molin Alcohol Amechel Berchino Vinu Planaka Hodwer Panacho Kiver Panacho Sata Lano Adrenalino Teras Chaim Avas Chesed Stock over Rachel Rachmi Chaim Shalom Vinachel Rachim Chaiso Bachois Bachosha Vishamachel Berachatod Inoi Amarechas Amay Israel Bashalom. Tazin Shavosinu Sakshiv Menoma Marki Vaikra Bishimadina Visham Namar. Ozerinu lehishi no adverkavation melcho vasilinu mechaber achalteisinu mancha melcho yiskal yiskalish meirabo elmo diverchiru sevim mechmachlu sevi asma afrikan vikar mishri chay chaychaynu chaynu chay the chavish yisra bago izman kari vimra amen ish meirabo mevarach Alma Maya Isbarek Mishach Isbarek Visayim Visnas Visada Visala Visala Shmei Kutra Brichu Elam Kabri Chasu Shato Tushbechas Rechem Asal Damir Alma Vimra Amen Skabel Tzayson Valusa in the Chavit Yisrael Kadam Avo in the Bishmai Vimra Amen Yeshlom Rabbi Mincha Maariv Chaim Tevi Malinu Alko Yisrael Vimra Amen Shalom Vimra Mabu Yas Shalom Malinu Alko Yisrael Vimra Amen Shivi Shabbos. ונאמר והיה הדין על מלך כל הארץ ויהי יבן היכול אשר יכול.
אמן. 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 We don't have much time. Let's try to do at least one halacha over here. But just back to today Jewish history. So we said the yahrzeit of Rav Chaim Na, and his so there were two great scholars at the time who were discussing measurements. One was, like you said, Shirei Torah by Rav Chaim Na. Another was the Chazon Ish, and the two had debated on certain things very, very much, and there were books as a response to Rav Chaim Na's book. The Chazon Ish asked his brother-in-law, the Stipler Rav, to write a book to counter his sefer, and then he wrote a counter sefer. It was a back and forth, and until today, there's always big debates about it, and there's always lots of jokes that go around about it. Many Lithuanian Jews follow the opinion of not most Chassidim and Sephardim, I believe, follow Rav Chaim Na, and Litvisher follow the Chazon Ish. And in general, Chazon Ish, his shiurim were a lot bigger, and they jokes around, they're measuring the matzah to make sure it's full kazayis. They say, how come there's no shear given for the bracha of all the brachas is a shear? You eat an apple, there's a shear how much you have to eat in order to measure how much you have to eat in order to make a bracha, make the after bracha. Everything you have to have a certain amount of cookies before you can make an after bracha. There's one thing we don't have to make. There's one thing there's no shear, there's no measurement, and we make an after bracha, and that is Ashiyatzar. Have to go to the bathroom, and they say the reason for that is because then everyone who follows Chazon Ish is going to go to the bathroom with the measuring cup. Anyway, forget about that. Ching. No. All right. So to start, so we're supposed to be learning now the Hilchos Beis HaBechira, the laws of the building of the Beis HaMikdash. As we know, 33 weeks we mourned the destruction of Beis HaMikdash, and now through learning about the Beis HaMikdash, our hope is that we will rebuild it. And so, what is the reason why we want the Beis HaMikdash built so much? What is the reason why we want to? So what? Why do we want Mashiach to come? Why do we want to be closer to Hashem so we have a more? So the reason why? The Rambam. The Chachamim did not want Mashiach in order to become. They don't want not to become big gadol, not to become great scholars, not to become. That's not why. Not because we didn't want to be gadol. Not because we didn't want stars. That's not why. The Rambam says it's not why we want Mashiach. The reason why is very simple. There's 613 mitzvahs in the Torah. 365 are negative mitzvahs, 248 are positive mitzvahs. The vast majority of those mitzvahs are connected to being in Eretz Yisrael, to being in the land of Israel, and to having Mashiach here with us, having the Beis HaMikdash. And without that, we cannot fulfill those mitzvahs. Even the mitzvah of Shemitah, this year is a Shemitah year, next year is a Hakel year. This year is a Shemitah year. Shemitah, what? So the Shemitah year is only Shemitah. We only do the Shemitah these days, midrabanan. It's only rabbinical. But we need to have this year is Shemitah. Next year is Hakel. Okay, me also. I'm also Muberet. No, again, you can have Shemitah Shana Beret, no connection. To the Shana Beret and Shemitah. So even though this year is a Shemitah year, it's only a Shemitah year, rabbinically, we only do it. Why? Because everyone has to be in the land of Eretz Yisrael. Halacha is everyone has to be inside the land of Israel in order to have Shemitah min HaTorah. And how? So 1 second. So when is everybody going to be in Israel? So what is that? Because it says when Mashiach comes, the whole world, Eretz Yisrael is going to spread to the whole world.
And Israel going to be in Jerusalem.
And so, either way you cut the cake. Either we're going to go on eagle's wings we're going to fly on eagle's wings to Eretz Yisrael, or Mashiach, or Eretz Yisrael is going to spread to the whole world. So whatever eagle's wings means something else, whatever it is. But either way, we're all going to be in Eretz Yisrael. When is that going to happen? When Mashiach comes. And that's why, when is Shemitah going to be min HaTorah? When Mashiach comes. And therefore, so it's not just Shemitah, Yovel, the Jubilee year, and there's all the laws of the Beis HaMikdash. We only have those laws, and there's so many laws about which have to do with Beis HaMikdash. All the laws we can only have, the Karbanis and all that we can only have when Mashiach comes. And therefore, that's why we want to have the Beis HaMikdash and Mashiach come, not because of side reasons. Of course we want to come close to Hashem, but the bottom line is we want to do mitzvahs, just like Moshe Rabbeinu. Why did Moshe Rabbeinu want to go into Eretz Yisrael? Why did Moshe daven? Why did Moshe pray to go into Eretz Yisrael so much? Because, not just because it would have a stamp in his passport. That's what I would do. But Moshe Rabbeinu, because mitzvah means connection. We're connecting to Hashem. Okay? But we have to, because Hashem wants it. Because Hashem gave us a mitzvah. That's already a lower level. The higher level is because Hashem gave us a mitzvah, and we want to do what Hashem wants us to do. Whether we're coming close, we're not coming close. Coming close is already our own taiva. That's our desire. We want to come close. Okay? Yeah, we want to learn Torah. We want to be a Talmud Chacham. Okay, very good. We want. But what does Hashem want from us? Hashem wants from us. He says, I want you to do these mitzvahs. We want to do what Hashem wants us to do. You want to do what Hashem wants us to do. We can only do it when Mashiach is here. And now we got to figure out who's going to build the Beis HaMikdash and how is it going to come about coming up tomorrow. Right here. Stay tuned.
That also is because it's an eternal place. The Hamikdash is there to be an eternal house of Hashem.
Yes.
So it needs to be built precisely how Hashem wants it.
Yes. How's that going to happen tomorrow? Stay tuned. Page 118. Oh, nothing has on it. There we go. Yes, I
Asia Hamel Hinim Green, Asia Hamel Hinim Green, Asia Hamel Hinim Green, Skada, Skada, Shmirava, University of the University of American of Hermishik, Mefan, with Zerabagol is my curry, Bimrame. If you have this bird, this arm is not there is a slush make a trip. Leather make on Bahasavich, as if the Hassan and Hamas of the Mir and Biama Bimrame, or if last on the name Young maybe Lyle, not the Benjamin, and I special member of Hassad, and I am Mari Verabin. Yeah, my universe, community, but I'm not even Lyle, if I was to listen to me, man, and love me, bro, Hassad, and I.
Yeah, after Ace of Nigeria, Adam, Alright, then it's on this way.
Adonai Elohechem Emes.
So nafshinu b'chai, lama Yisrael.
Kusai, Person Kibo, let him much from Israel and Shida Besim Haraba Bram Rachula. Kusai, Benek, like a young Matrazay, Leon and Bram. The name of Allah, whenever Kiba, Adonai Yaakov, the Lamiad is like men, Baruch Atah, Adonai Gal Yisrael. Or just anyway, you must have me have to don't kill Muslim Masalina, Tabar Fatah, and Ashmer Sami Israel. Skala, Shmiraba, the Yaman of Lucy is very good for Machine. I have to make on this is your like all this man curry be Rame. This very strong is not say, this is every selection left me to go to Rifu. The number called for Hasabich, as it is Hasab and Akamas in the Mir and Biama of Rame.
Amen.
Skala, skala, shmirava.
Amen.
Spiyam the pussy, for reckoning for Mashiach.
Amen.
Ayafan, Ayafan, Halis, Rabba, goes man, Cardi, Bimra, Amen.
Amen.
Viskaba, Vispara, Visram, Visnase, is the Dervises left me to go to Bishop.
Amen.
The Lamar Has to be shared as a Behasman, and Hamas and Lemir, Bioma, Bimra, Amen.
Amen.
Skaba, Sosan, Visim, Visra, Kalam, Shmai, Bimra, Amen.
Amen.
Leishon, Rabba, Mishmai, the Fan, to Milan, Makal, Israel, Bimra, Amen.
Amen.
Mr. Sham, Bimra, Israel, and Makal, Israel, Bimra,
Amen. Last time I got you, what it was a moment. You know, he's there. The rice made up is very good. Marco Chava.
and Rabba, and Alkalar, Bimir, and I found the Shmai,
Amen. 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 God sagt, es war für sagt jetzt. Ja, wir das hier, aber dann werden wir zwischen aber noch mal sind da. Sag das wieder, wie geht es? Amen. 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 Oh yeah. There's a produce here. We got a delivery of excess produce. If anybody, huh? Dragon fruit? Dragon fruit, yeah? Everyone can please take home some produce. Take home some produce so you can do something good with it. Tomorrow morning, davening at 8:40. So.
Maybe 3-4 weeks.
Let me know what happens. Thank you. The different ones. I think the red one's dragon. So go. Keep going this one. Now the second M. The county one. Wall.
And also here needs to be a door.
2 doors here? You want 2 and
But behind this, like on the shelf. So it doesn't block anything.
So yeah, so yeah.
Basically, this section is going to be 2 closets every night with a padlock on it.
Don't you want to turn it into a door?
Oh, 2 big ones like this?
Come and take it out.
No. So a wall here.
And 2 small.
You can do this?
Hopefully, yes.
When?
I don't know.
I need to know because I have someone else who told me he's doing it, but he's not doing it. I need to get it done. I need it done. I really do need it done. That's the thing. I need to clean everything out and organize my stuff for bringing into the kid dishes, you know.
No,
I have to have it organized.
you want it with the key also?
I'll buy the lock.
I'm going to put the pin for it.
A little padlock on it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Nothing fancy, just, you know.
No, I understand. Okay.
When?
Did you see my stuff? It's open when? Anything else here?
Yeah.
If I want in the afternoon? Okay, so let's see. That's far.
Yeah, take everything. Take a case. 2 cases, 10 cases.
Okay, I guess if I have any issue, I could call you, text you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Myself?
786-547-3031. How long have you been there?
No,
It's there.
I didn't even have any of it.
I mean, that's something.
Wow.
Something else, like that.
You know what you're living there doing? Is it a band for it?
Wow. Really, in the evenings, you have pink colors. Took out of public school. Kids are going to public school, honey. I didn't go to public school their whole life. And we put them into Yiddish schools.
Wow.
Yeah, families, many families that came that are come to the